Is it me, or does it seem like everybody is getting exposed? Like, when I mean exposed, I mean exposed. Like, let's talk about this. Like, T.I. and his wife. Like, everybody's getting exposed for sex scandals, and then everybody want to talk about how Jaguar White doesn't know what she's talking about. And I'm saying, like, dude, it's just a revelation. I just feel like 2021 for almost everybody has been a revelation. A lot of people are just tired of the foolishness. Or maybe they just feel like God's coming back, so they want to tell on everybody. But it's like, if you would do stuff, I just say it just like I do at work. If you do the stuff the right way, you won't have to deal with people saying that you did this or you did that. You won't have to worry about that. But it's the people who never do the right thing, who always say stuff, and then they wonder why stuff comes out like this. That's what I'm talking about. You can't sit here and get mad and say stuff and be frustrated because of the fact that you get caught in lies. You know what I mean? It's like that. You get caught in a lie. You can't get mad about that. Stop it, lady. You can't get mad about that. You just can't. Stop. You can't get upset about that. You got a lot of people in this world where, you know, they say stuff and they do stuff, and then they wonder why people are after them and saying bad things about them and stuff, and you try to figure it out. It's just how it is. It's just how it is. You know what I mean? I think it's messed up that everybody's going through this situation where people can't be trusted. You know, stop licking my mask, lady. Back up. People are just going through a lot of stress. A lot of stress. And we have a lot of stuff we have to pray for. I feel like the whole situation with even Tony's sister about losing her house, I don't believe that she's really losing her house. I think they're just trying to tell us that because they don't want to see another black person be successful. I think that's the truth. Because if she was really losing it, she wouldn't still be living in it. That's for one. And for two, it's like people just come up with stuff just to be haters. And it's like, listen, I've had my share of saying stuff that I shouldn't have been saying because I didn't know. But one thing I do know is she is very responsible. She wouldn't be called the responsible one if she was losing stuff. You know, and if she was losing it, it's because people in her family won't let her thrive. You know what I'm saying? And this is not to bash them. It's just people choose who they want to help and they choose who they want to love. You know what I'm saying? And you just are very surprised who they let just go down the fire. Now, dealing with the Whitney Houston situation, I said what I said because I felt like it needed to be said, and I wasn't trying to be disrespectful, but I can't sit here and just pretend like nothing happened when I was physically there when all this stuff was on TV. My mother was the one who woke me up out of my sleep and said, Whitney Houston just passed away. I was in high school. And then when I graduated, we learned that the daughter died. So you can't tell me that a double homicide could be created by one person and you have this person that was named Raffles. I did all the research. I couldn't get it because YouTube, I guess, wouldn't let me talk about it. But the point that I don't understand is if there's a crime scene, why would you let somebody clean it up if you knew the person was guilty? Now, we can blame, like I said, Nick Gordon all day long. But if he really did it, why would you have somebody clean it up after you? That's all I'm saying. Then there's a lot of things that people need to understand when it comes down to being on social media. Even with the R. Kelly situation, I feel like it was messed up because how are you going to sit there and turn around and say all the accusations were not true? If they weren't true, then why would he sit there and say he likes all women? That's what I'm saying. People tell on themselves because the stuff is the truth. You can't sit there and pretend like you don't like that. I'm tired of people making it okay that it's okay to assault people, assault women, take advantage of women, and just do whatever they want to do. It's disrespectful. Not only are you allowing it to be in cartoon shows like The Sausage Party, where that Dush was trying to drink from the juice from the grape juice box. The way he was drinking from the grape juice box looked like rape to me, and we're over here trying to justify that it's okay to be raped in a world where people are constantly women being just disrespected. And I'm just saying, when are y'all gonna take, God did not give you women just to keep disrespecting like that. I have to say that because I just feel like a lot of men just be acting like they can just dispose women like they do condoms. It's disgusting. If you don't want a woman to disrespect you, stop disrespecting a woman. If you don't want a woman to use you, then you stop using her. I was seeing something on TikTok where the guy got mad at Medea for saying, so you wanted to cheat on her, but you don't want her to leave. Why do y'all do that? You want to cheat, but you want her to stay? What is she staying for if you're not going to be faithful? You can't have it both ways. If you want to have all these multiple wives, go to overseas and see if you can get you a child bride, since that's what you really want. It's stupid and it's disrespectful to keep thinking that women are going to do that. Especially, let's talk about the men who want to date people in my age. 40, 50, and sometimes even 60 or even 30. What are you doing with somebody my age unless you're not spiritually mature? Nobody in their right mind is going to date somebody in their 20s or younger unless you just like messing with people. That's disgusting, and you're sick, and you need mental help. That's why I said men do a lot of stuff and get away with murder, but let a woman do it, she's a whore, she's a harlot, she's all these other things. She's got a bad spirit. And some of them be in the church doing it. That's what I'm saying. Like, don't nobody want to talk about those things, but now all of a sudden it's a situation. We're coming to the truth because it's a revelation. 2021 is the year of revelation is what I believe. And I feel like people need to be honest about stuff that they feel like isn't right. Bless you, Ladybug. And it's the truth. It's my puppy. My puppy. It's my puppy. It's my puppy. It's my puppy. But the point is that she's silly. She is silly. Look at her. Anyway, it's just funny because God is really revealing and opening people's true hearts. And I think the fact that George Floyd was vindicated, and it shouldn't stop. Everybody should be vindicated, not just with him, because to all of it, it's not, nobody should feel like they have a right to kill somebody. I don't care what the situation is. I don't care what they did. I don't care if it's a bag of Skittles. I don't care if they were running at you. There's an appropriate way to defend yourself and to put person down without killing them. Just say you don't want to be right. Just say you don't like people of color. Just be honest, because if you be honest with yourself, then people can respect you. Because the thing that's crazy is that you got a lot of kids preferring the opposite race when the opposite race don't even like you. And that is the truth. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat and do none of this stuff. Like I said, this channel is an opinion-based channel. I do some facts and some videos and some stuff. I'm just being honest. This is just a critique or a reaction. It's ridiculous. The fact that people want to sit there and say, oh, you need to control with your kids. No, you need to stop promoting stuff that's disrespectful to the kids. If you know that parents are doing everything they can to protect their kid, why are you going to sit here and put something out there that you don't need? They don't need to be seeing two men having sex. They definitely don't need to be seeing heterosexual having sex, though. Some of this stuff that's PG-13 is really not PG. A lot of it is a lot more adult stuff than we think. And I'm not being disrespectful. This is not to hate gay people. This is not to hate anybody. But I'm just saying we got to be mindful. These kids watch everything. They can get involved with everything. Let's stop just blaming the parents and take ownership for when somebody says it's not appropriate. It's not appropriate. I mean, period. If your audience is the kids, what do you think people? I mean, they used to say that stuff when it was Nicki Minaj and Beyonce and all them other stuff with our generation. They used to say all that stuff like she shouldn't be wearing this and she shouldn't be wearing that. She didn't change because she was still doing herself. She wasn't doing as extreme as everybody else, but her audience was teenagers, and then they got older, so then she got more comfortable. So it's like, it depends on what you want to do. You can't keep blaming everybody for the reason why you want to be dirty, nasty, and ridiculous. If you want everything to be a demon time, then be honest. Don't sit here and lie. Everybody's always got a fixed and fooled answer about stuff, and they don't understand. Like, literally, T.I. and them wouldn't be going through this stuff if this stuff happened wasn't true. Nobody has nobody nobody would still keep having accusations upon accusations upon accusations if something wasn't true. It's just like with Michael Jackson. Do I believe that he messed over those kids? Absolutely not. But at some point, if people keep saying that he's doing it and he's doing it, he's doing it, somebody's not lying. Somebody had to tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? So you can't get mad at the fact that something happens. Just like with Whitney Houston. If they're saying she had a drug problem, she probably did have a drug problem. If they're saying Nick Gordon was the one that killed him, he probably did. But I'm just saying, like, you can't keep having accusations upon accusations upon alleged stuff if the stuff isn't true. Just stop calling alleged and just be honest. Just say this is what it is, because I get tired of people covering up lies, but they want to teach their kids how to tell the truth and then get mad when their kid is telling the truth. But again, this is another episode of SMS News Channel, and I'll be back.